Am I enjoying hiking the Pacific Crest Trail? Let's talk about that. It's very complicated, and I've talked about this a little bit in some of my videos, but people ask me, hey, so you enjoying hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, or are you liking it, or are you having fun? And that's always a complicated question to answer because it's hard. This trail is hard. It hurts, it's painful, you go through a lot, you know, it's hard. And you cannot realize how hard it is until you start it. Maybe intellectually or mentally you can kind of understand it, but you can't know it experientially until you actually do it. And so when people ask me that, it's very challenging, and I've often not known what to say. However, this is my answer. Someone asked me, are you enjoying hiking the Pacific Crest Trail? My current response is it's been a very positive experience for me. Something along those lines. I use the term positive experience somewhere, and I think that's kind of the best way to put it for me, because it has absolutely been a positive experience, and it will continue, I hope, to be a positive experience. But it still hurts, and it's painful, and I hate it sometimes, and I'm angry, and I'm sad, and I'm frustrated, and I'm lonely. You know, I have all those feels. I also really love it and laugh and find peace and joy and serenity and, you know, companionship or camaraderie with other hikers. And so there's a lot of feels happening. And so it's hard to just say, yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, if I'm, you know, as Americans, when we say, how are you doing? We all say good, you know, even if we're not doing good. And so when people ask me, are you enjoying it? I, you know, often say, yeah, you know, it's good. It's challenging, but, you know, it's good. And I'll kind of add, like, you know, but it's been a positive experience. And so I think that's definitely the number one thing I can say, is it has absolutely been a positive experience for me so far. And it has definitely changed me forever. You know, I don't necessarily have some huge paradigm shift in my life from it, but it still has changed me forever. I mean, technically everything changes us forever. Even if that change is no change, I don't know. It's such an experience to live in the desert, live in the wilderness, live in the mountains, and just hike every day, all day, every day, and not focus on all these other things, not be glued to your cell phone, not be glued to the internet or TV, and to just be out in the wilderness, hiking, relying upon nature to provide you water and safety and a trail and good campsites, and to make sure you have enough food, and to be just kind of focused on those, like, very basic primal things of shelter, food, and water. I think it's an experience that everyone that should experience, even if it's just a section hike, but at least I would say a few hundred miles of it. You know, just experience like a few hundred miles of section hiking. You know, I'm sure I'm going to continue to understand it at deeper levels as I continue to hike, but it's such a crazy experience, such an awesome experience to say that I've, you know, even right now, if I stopped, if I gave up today, said I'm only section hiking to Walker Pass and I'm done, those 650 miles, like, that's a lot of mileage. That's a ton of miles. That's a crazy amount of miles, especially for someone who, like, I've never thru-hiked before. You know, the biggest miles I've ever done in a week was like 20 or 30, which is now what I can do in a day. And so it's just been such a positive experience. It's been such a paradigm shifting experience in my life, a experience that will kind of be with me for a long time to come, I assume. And yeah, so am I enjoying the Pacific Crest Trail? Yes, I'm having a very positive experience.